Welcome back, Focus Learners. We are jumping right in today because we're looking at a piece of media you've absolutely heard but probably never really analyzed. Today, we're deconstructing a massive cocomelon phenomenon. We're going to look closely at the architecture of a very specific, continuous loop of that classic rhythmic nursery rhyme, The Wheels on the Bus. Prepare to uncover the hidden complexities of something you probably thought was literally just child's play. 15. That's exactly how many minutes our source text loops continuously. Now I know, to an adult listener or a really tired parent, a 15-minute loop of repetitive music and lyrics might sound kind of like a mild form of torture. But there's actually a super deliberate reason for this duration and structure. Our goal in this explainer is to peel back the layers of this design and figure out exactly why this audio track is built the way it is and what it's actively teaching its young audience, minute by minute.
Okay, let's dive right into this. We're breaking this down into 6 distinct educational buckets. First, the power of the loop. Second, exploring mechanical functions. Third, social dynamics on board. Fourth, familial affection and comfort. Fifth, the psychology of repetition. And finally, why this is more than a bus ride.
Let's start with Section 1, the power of the loop.
So our source cocomelon transcript opens with this exact phrase, cocomelon. Yeah, the wheels on the bus go round and round. By stating this right off the bat, the audio track immediately establishes its core rhythmic journey. It sets up this highly predictable pattern that acts as an anchor. Think about it. For a toddler, the world is massive and totally unpredictable. By establishing this rhythmic rule right out of the gate, the text creates a safe, expected auditory environment that's going to stay completely reliable for the entire 15-minute run.
Moving on to Section 2, exploring mechanical functions.
And this brilliantly illustrates how the music and lyrics methodically move through the vehicle's hardware. The doors open and shut, the wipers go swish, the signals blink, the horn goes beep, and the motor goes vroom. You know, this isn't just random noise, it's practically a curriculum. It maps the physical, mechanical functions of a public vehicle to their specific observable actions along with the corresponding onomatopoeia. It's literally teaching cause and sound effect.
But wait, the track doesn't just stick to the machinery. It sets up this absolutely fascinating contrast. On one hand, we've got mechanical predictability, right? The wheels will always go round, the doors will always shut. But then, the text introduces a sudden thematic shift to the chaotic human element on board, representing human unpredictability. People are moving up and down. Babies are suddenly crying. It introduces the young listener to the idea that while machines do exactly what they're built to do, human beings bring a completely different, dynamic energy to any given space.
Which brings us to Section 3, social dynamics on board.
So beyond the machinery, the text maps out a bustling microcosm of society right there inside the bus. We have a diverse cast of characters with specific, interconnected behaviors. The people go up and down, which mimics the communal movement of public transit. The babies go wah wah wah, introducing natural distress. The mommies respond with shh, and the daddies follow up with I love you. These lyrics are actively modeling social interactions for young, absorbent minds, communal movement, distress, soothing, and, of course, love.
And this builds into a really fascinating micro-narrative. We're actually seeing a direct cause and effect relationship happening in the text. Step 1, the babies cry. A problem is introduced into the environment. Step 2, the mommies go shh. The problem is immediately addressed through maternal soothing. It sounds incredibly simple, but it's actively teaching basic problem-solving and emotional regulation. It tells the listener, hey, when distress happens, comfort follows.
Let's look closer at that in Section 4, familial affection and comfort.
Now, what's really interesting about this part of the lyrics is the placement of these specific words in the track. Right after the chaotic, distressed sounds of the crying babies and the immediate soothing of the mommies, the text delivers this quote from the daddies, I love you, I love you, I love you. This provides a massive dose of emotional grounding. It reassures the young listener that despite the noisy motor, the blinking signals, the bumpy ride, and the momentary distress, the ultimate foundational truth of this journey is absolute familial affection and safety during the trip.
Next up is Section 5, the psychology of repetition. Let's define exactly what we're dealing with here. A looped video transcript is content that repeats simple themes multiple times. Now, as adults, we process information quickly and just move on. Toddlers, though, they absolutely do not. They require repetition to form neural pathways. The continuous 15-minute nature of this source material isn't just an annoying loop to keep kids busy. It's actually a calculated, brilliant tool designed to reinforce vocabulary and engagement for a toddler audience. Every single time the loop starts over, the child gets another opportunity to anticipate, recognize, and master the concepts being presented.
And a breakdown of the lyrics reveals a pretty surprising split. We're looking at a 60% focus on mechanical verses, so learning about the physical world and how things operate. Then we see a 40% focus on human and social verses, learning about people, emotions, and interactions. The text maintains a surprisingly balanced educational curriculum. It's engaging both the logical, analytical side of a child's brain and the emotional, empathetic side all at once.
Finally, we arrive at Section 6, More Than a Bus Ride.
When we step back, what we really see is a cheerful, highly educational overview of a standard bus trip through a busy town. But because of the repetitive loop, that perfectly balanced focus on mechanics and sociology and the strong foundation of emotional safety, it creates a completely predictable world. It allows a young child to safely explore the complex concepts of machinery, community, distress, and love, all from the comfort of a super engaging rhythmic song.
So, I want to leave you with this thought. Next time you hear a simple, repetitive nursery rhyme, the kind you might normally tune out or just dismiss as quote-unquote just for kids, ask yourself, what complex educational architecture might actually be hiding in plain sight? What invisible curriculum is actively shaping the minds of the next generation while they just think they're singing about a bus? Keep analyzing the world around you, focused learners, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.